Hey guys, and welcome to another video on my channel. Thank you all for the love and support that you've been giving me throughout the couple months that I have started doing my YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate it. It means the world to me that there are so many people out there that actually enjoy my channel and actually enjoy watching the things that I do and the things I've talked about. So, as you can slightly tell in the background, right now I am packing for Florida. So I kind of wanted to do a quick video before I finish packing because I still have a bunch of laundry and stuff to do, also throwing a couple clothes in there since I will be in Florida for 2 weeks. So it's exciting, it's amazing, it's wonderful. I get to go back home. I'm just so beyond happy. Like, I don't think anyone really understands how I feel. I'm sure a lot of people do, but I mean, I'm just ready to go home and be around people that understand me and my weirdness and my craziness, and that they don't judge the way I act or the way I look or the way I talk or, you know, whatever. So I'm so ready to be able to go back home and be around everyone. As I said before, my first stop will be in Miami. Then after that, my sister and I, one of my best friends, Chuchi, will be going from Miami, driving to Deltona. And after that, we'll be going, well, we being me, we'll be going from Deltona to Orlando. Side note, since I put up my wrist, so the other day I was frying and this happened. I burnt myself at work with grease. So that was exciting. My coworkers and I were trying to figure out how to fix it. I put on the burn cooling thing. It only worked for like 5 minutes. It really didn't help. Then one of my coworkers, she was like, put butter on it, it'll help. And then I've heard you put mustard on it and it'll help. I didn't get to do the mustard thing, so I kind of was just like, never mind. I'm not going to do that. So anyway, guys, going ahead and going into the video, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. So this video is actually a message to my younger self. So I hope you enjoy it and, you know, sit back, relax. Here we go. First off, I know you feel alone, depending what year it is, whether you are 8 and being bullied, whether you are 12 and only have 2 friends, and whether you are 15 and have 3 friends. I just want to let you know that you will make amazing friends in the future. Friends that you will keep with you for life. I can list 3 off my fingers right now. And I could list several more if I wanted to. But just know you will find good friends. Friends that will back you up no matter what. Friends that will be there for you when the one person you care about leaves you and goes on in their life. Friends that will tell you that the relationship you're in is shit and you should probably leave it. Friends that will give you good advice. Friends that will tell you, hey, you know, you're fucking up, you need to switch up what you're doing. Friends that will support you when you finally decide it's time to make a change in your life. I just want to tell you, you will make amazing friends. Friends that will always be there for you. Friends who are not only friends, but they've become family in your life. Friends that you will always love and adore. Remember all those times that Grandma used to tell you, the guy that would sit next to you is the one that would go ahead and say, hey, you know, I went out and basically screwed this chick. But she would tell you that the guy that sat across from you is the one that will always respect you and love you. She was right. Not everything a guy tells you is true. And I kind of wish I would have been there physically to tell you this. Not just a guy, a chick too. They'll feed you lies. They'll tell you all these sweet, sweet things and make you promises that will never, ever keep. One being included that if you didn't join the Army, that they would help you get through college, that they would make sure you were secure and had a home, that you would never be alone. That all turned out to be a lie. And that was a girl that said that to you. And I'm sorry I let you end up with that heartbreak. I'm sorry that it happened. Sorry, guys, I got distracted. My grandpa's on the way outside. Anyway, but not everything someone is going to tell you is true. And I know in time, you'll figure it out. It'll take maybe, I don't know, 10 years, maybe a little more, for you to understand that sometimes love isn't Disney magic. It's not fantasies. It's not all this glitter and rainbow. Maybe one day we'll find out. But for now, honey, it's not all what we thought it was. All these crushes that you're having on people, it'll pass. Believe me, it will pass. I can list one crush or two that you have obsessed over and thought, that's the person I'm going to have to be with because I am so madly in love with them. Sweetheart, 22 years, you don't feel the same. Well, not 22 years. The first crush was when you were in 5th grade, and you thought he was this fantastic guy. Like, he couldn't hurt you, that he was just so cute. You didn't tell him you liked him until 6th grade. And honestly, that passed. In 7th grade, you thought you would never get over him, but you did. You moved on to someone else in 8th grade. And even with him, it lasted a couple years also. But it passed. You got over him. You ended up just being friends. And you liked it that way. You loved it. Years later, you developed a coworker while you were here in Illinois. And he didn't like you back. So, what did you do? You're like, screw it. I'd rather be your friend than nothing at all. So right now, you love him more as a sister or a mom, which is fine. Because you know what? In the future, you're going to find a guy that loves you and has the hugest crush on you. And will show you all the perfect things in this world. You just gotta wait for it. It'll happen. So, weird fact. I know you don't think of it now, but your grandma and your great-grandma in Florida, they become your best friends. Weird, right? Mima loved you with every single being in herself. I mean, she took care of you, washed your clothes, made sure you had clothes on your bed, fed you and everything. The same thing with Grandma. She loved you a lot. It's kind of crazy to know that when you were 17, you could tell your great-grandma anything. And especially the fact that you were dating a girl. That was pretty amazing. Because she accepted it. She said as long as you were happy, it didn't matter to her. And you cried when she said that to you. Grandma, on the other hand, didn't accept that. But you were still able to tell your grandmother any and everything. Especially your first time. Other things that happened after that. And so on and so forth. She was the one person you used to run to for every and anything. As she said, no matter how old you would get, you were still going to be her baby. And she was right. She may not be here now, but you still talk to her. As if she is. You ask her for advice. just rely on her still. Because you know she's that listening ear. She never turned you away from a conversation. One thing that really made you guys the best of friends is because she didn't treat you like a friend. She treated you like a daughter. Not a granddaughter, a daughter. Because that's what you were to her. Her daughter. I remember when she used to tell us that if you wanted to curse, that go ahead and, say her name if you're going to. So I remember one day you were 12 years old, you were pissed off because of somebody at school, and you ran in the room and you were just like, Grandma, I need to talk to Susie. And she just looked at you and laughed. She's like, okay, but you have to go back out the room, come back in. You went back out the room and you ran and you were like, Susie, oh my fucking God, I had the worst day at school. And she stopped. She was like, what happened, Kayla? Tell me, who pissed you off today? And Grandma always knew how to make you laugh. And she also knew everything. She just knew. Always know she loves you. The same thing with me, Mom. They both do, and they always will. And one day, we'll all meet again. We will. So, when you were 15 years old, you knew what you were and what you wanted. You came out as bisexual at first. Then, you dated a girl when you were 17. And you came out as lesbian. You came out to people who were straight and didn't exactly understand how you felt. Even though in your circle at school, you had a couple people that were gay or whatever they were, you know? Dating the girl at 17 cost you to graduate with your friends, but not your graduation. You were still able to graduate from a good high school, university high school, and you went on with your life. At the age of 18, you were able to start clubbing, and you went to Parliament House, and you enjoyed your entire night there with everyone that you loved. Not only that, but a community that loved and accepted who you were. Ever since then, you've been close to that community. You just don't want to let it go. You never will let it go. I just want to let you know that you do have a community that loves and cares for you. And you should be happy and proud. Have pride in yourself. That's the point of June, isn't it? Gay pride. You're beautiful and wonderful the way you are, because God made you that way, no matter what people have to say to you. You were created for a reason, and He created you for that reason. Just be proud of yourself. You know, pansexual pride. You know, all those times in school at DCS when they used to have you guys perform in front of everybody, whether it was Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, for church, whatever. Remember how scared you were to be able to belt out those high notes or even do anything at all, especially with acting? You conquer that fear later on. You want to know how? With everything that happened with Pulse, you decided, hey, I want to do something special, especially for everybody. You know, all my friends, they feel like they can't go out to Orlando because of what happened, so why not bring the club to my house and make them feel safe and comfortable? That's all you wanted to do. That first night, you performed Born This Way by Lady Gaga, and you conquered your fear of being on a stage, which was your living room. You were so happy and felt so full of love that night. You almost cried during the song because you couldn't believe how much support you had gotten, not only for the performance, but also because of what had happened and the fact that you stood up and said, hey, we're not going to back down. We're going to continue going. You conquered all types of fear that night, and you helped other people conquer that fear too. Be proud of yourself. Never feel ashamed. is kind of to my past self from a year or two ago. You've gone through so much. You didn't know how you were going to continue. You didn't know how you were going to survive because of so much that's happened to you. Well, as you can see, I'm 22 and I'm still standing strong. You want to know why? My dad's parents. If it wasn't for my dad's side of the family, I don't know where I'd be at right now. It's crazy how so much has happened since living in Florida till now. There's been a huge difference of happiness and sadness. I feel freer, and that's something you should look forward to. You don't have to have someone breathing down your neck because of some house that they own. You don't have to feel heartbroken because of the fact that you lost your grandma and now you feel alone. Because you're not alone anymore. You have your siblings here. You have your cousins here. Your grandparents, your aunt, your dad, everyone. There was a little downside, but things came out better because of it. You're at peace. And it's because of them. Be thankful for your grandparents. They didn't have to do this. They didn't have to take you in. They did because they love you. And just saying you love them and are beyond thankful for them. You like the fact that you can be around them every day. You like the fact that you can converse with them, and it's just, it feels like how it should have years ago. There was a point in your life where you let them go. You'll be so happy when you get them back. All of them. So, you're now 22. You got your first tattoo when you were 18 years old, and it was your anchor tattoo that you got here. 4 years later, you now have 19 tattoos, I believe. 18, 19, around there. Despite what everybody has said, tattoos are not bad. Yes, they're pricey, they're expensive, whatever. But they're not bad. It's artwork. I feel like you'll learn as you get older. You will get criticized. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes people will love the things that they see on your body. And especially one main tattoo that a lot of people don't see. Love is love. Your pride tattoo. That's one tattoo you will always cherish for the rest of your life. Trust me. But always understand, it's not bad that you have all these tattoos. You will still find a good job. You will still find love. You will still succeed in life. You will still keep moving on. And honey, when you get old, these are not going to look bad. Trust and believe. You're still going to look good with all these tattoos. Just had to point that out. From the time you were born until now, you've listened to different types of music. From when you were a little kid, you listened to a bunch of reggaeton, anything that was Spanish, merengue, all that type of music. You used to listen to all that when you were younger. You, at the age of 7, you started listening to country music because that's what your grandma wanted. She decided it was better for you to grow up that way instead of growing up with hip-hop and everything else that might turn you into a gangster. At the age of 10, you finally told your grandmother, hey, I'm getting to those ages, I'm a preteen now, I want to start listening to more hip-hop, and especially since it's part of my life. So at the age of 10, she bought you your first Beyonce CD, which was B-Day, and you fell in love with it. And ever since then, you like that kind of music. When you were 15 years old, your best friend introduced you to Korean pop, and you just fell in love with Big Bang. And from there, you just never let go of K-pop. Within 22 years of your life, you've listened to all types of music. You don't listen to just one. You listen to all of them, no matter what it is, even classical music, which is something you listened to while you were in your mom's womb. Don't be ashamed of what music you listen to, and especially with Korean pop. because that is coming to America soon. Be proud. Because one thing I'm going to say, BTS got an award at the Billboard Awards. So, like I said, Korean pop is coming to America soon, and we all should just be ready for it and not think it's something weird. Continue introducing people to the music that you love. Continue showing that you're not afraid to be different. Because you know what? Being different is the best thing out there now. You used to think it was weird when you were a kid. Now that you're older, you think being weird is the best. Just how to say it. And finally, coming to the end, you are smart, strong, beautiful, and most importantly, loved. You've gone through so many trials within the past few years, and you didn't know how you were going to make it out. And with the help of friends, family, even strangers, you've been helped a lot. And I'm hoping that as you get older, you still appreciate it also. Because I appreciate everything to this day. I don't take life for granted anymore. And you shouldn't either. You've had dark times in your life. But they don't stay dark for long. Stay smart. Be wise. Have common sense. Know right from wrong. And don't say that being wrong is right, because it's not. Trust in yourself if you don't trust others. Love your family. Know that they'll back you up a lot. Understand you have a purpose in this life. You don't know what it is yet. Because I'm your 22 self and I still don't know. But I feel like you'll learn eventually. And another thing, just know when you get older, math is so much easier for you. You pass with a 97% in your math class for college. I know, college. You always said when you were 18 you were never going to go because you had other things you had to do with your life. You wanted to live. You wanted to explore. You started college June of 2017, and you're still going to continue when you come back from Florida. Because you know you deserve more than what you've gotten. And you're going to get it. You're going to get all of it. You're going to be able to have that house on the hill, the big ring you bought yourself, your cars, everything, maybe even a farm full of pit bulls. I don't know about that, but maybe. And you'll be able to go back home when you're ready. Take your time and don't rush. Right now, it's time to relax and focus and breathe. You didn't breathe enough in Florida, but you can now. And I'm sorry I put you through so much. But now that you're older and wiser, you know better. And now you know better for your kids. You've learned from your parents, your grandparents, your friends. You've learned from all of them, especially your parents. Mainly one being your mom. You've learned a lot from her. You learned you don't want to become who she is. So, just know you're on the right track finally. And we're going to stay on that track. We're going to make it. We're going to accomplish everything we've wanted. I got your back. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm going to go ahead and finish packing since I'm only halfway done. I've been slacking and not wanting to do it, so now I'm struggling with the fact that I have one day to finish packing and blah 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 blah. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up. I'm just waiting on some laundry to finish and then I will be good with my clothes and everything. So It's just, I hate packing. I've done so much packing within this past year, it's not even funny. I packed up my house in Florida in January. It took me like a month and a half to do it. And then I packed for my trip to Florida again in March or April. And I'm packing again. Packing gets tiring after a while, guys. It's all your energy. But anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be seeing you in my next one, which will be in Miami, Florida. So I'm excited to show you my home state and all the great things about it. I mostly can't wait to show you my hometown and all the people that I love and care about. So I will see you then. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Go 50-50. Make a comment down below if there's anything you want to see from Florida while I'm there. Also, share, subscribe, and when you subscribe, make sure you turn on those notifications so you know whenever I post another video. Alright, guys. I will see you in Florida. Alright. Bye, guys.